is Elizabeth and welcome to Sube la Vibra. Today we have the second part of David Karchere. David, he will talk about what that means to talk heart to heart and also what is the emissary of divine light. Thank you very much for being here with us. When I went to the Sunrise Ranch, what really impressed me is that everybody was so open heart that I was, wow, my daughters and me, we were really surprised. And it's wonderful to go to a place where you have this possibility to connect with the people and to have the possibility to talk heart to heart, no?
Yes, absolutely. And it is something we value here at Sunrise Ranch. I believe that all good things come from an open heart. And you can't just open to anybody or just arbitrarily. But the first place to open is inside, to open to the love that's within us, to the wisdom that's within us, to allow ourselves to be loved ourselves from the inside and love ourselves on the inside. And then to find that because of that, there's something overflowing through us. We have something to give and something to share. And I believe it's how we share what's on the inside of us with other people. And there's an art to doing that, certainly. And I don't know how you do it without an open heart.
Me neither. David, and how do you arrive in Sunrise Ranch?
Well, you know, let's see. When I was 17, I met somebody from here. And so I heard about Sunrise Ranch, and then I met more people from here, and it was very intriguing to me. And so in the summer of 1975, I just graduated from college, and they were offering a 3-month course here in servant leadership. And so I came for that 3-month course. And that was the first time I came. And this place stole my heart. Just this is a beautiful valley, as you saw. And then the people here were just amazing. And what I learned here was amazing to me. And so I kept coming back over the years. I lived on the East Coast. I was in California for a time, moved back to the East Coast. But I kept coming back, not necessarily every year, but not too many years would roll by and I'd come back here for some kind of program that was being offered here. And so that's how it went until the year 2000 when I moved here. I moved here because at that time the ranch was in a big transition, and I knew, so I was saying that any community, any family, any organization hits times when they need to call on something deeper. They need to find a deeper wisdom and a deeper connectedness. And in the year 2000, Sunrise Ranch was in that kind of a process. And I thought I had some leadership that could help. So I came and helped sort things out and became part of the leadership here. And I have been ever since. So I play a part as the spiritual director for Sunrise Ranch currently. And love to call this my home and make it my home.
That's wonderful. What's mean the emissary of divine light?
Yes. So an emissary is, if you look it up in the dictionary, someone who's a representative. Mm-hmm. And interestingly enough, it has the same root in Latin as emission. So an emission. So we're about not only representing light, divine light, but being an emission of that, a living transmission of light in our living. And we believe that through our words and through our actions, through what we emote and radiate spiritually into the world, we all have the capacity to be an emissary of divine light. And that how we are in the world, while the outer form of it's important, nonetheless, all our words and everything we do has the possibility of being a transmission of divine light. And divine light is simply the wisdom from within. It's the knowledge that lights up the world that we're so in need of. So today we have all kinds of knowledge, you know, not only libraries full of books of knowledge, but now we have data storage that's piling high with all kinds of information. But so often it's missing another kind of knowledge. It's the knowledge of what is, of what's real, of what's important, of how we fit together as human beings, of our place on this planet and how we ought to relate to the natural world. A knowledge of who we are inside and the reality of our origin. All of those things are so important to know for ourselves. And then when we know them for ourselves, we emit them to other people. We vibrate with them. And then something happens in our presence for other people just because we're living in that knowing and we're radiating it. We all have that ability. It's a kind of memory, a vertical memory of who we are inside, of what the highest parts of us are, that we sometimes forget.